some point in time.
Alright, we are good.
Alright, cool. Let's get this thing started.
Yeah. Finally get this over with.
Yeah. Since I think we're in, what is it, like semis or? Yeah, I think it's semis for the losers bracket right now.
Yeah.
Do you wish to cut, sir?
Sure.
Cool. I'll probably just cut yours too once you're done shuffling.
Alright. There we go. Do you have a dice?
Yeah, I have. Do you want to do high roll on 2?
Sure.
Alright, cool. I got 6.
Alright, and I got 5.
Alright, cool. So I will be on the play.
Sure.
I'll do Barrage and Mana and pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw. Root Trap into mana, pass turn.
Okay. I'll do King Neptus and Mana, tapping 2 for refi, and
Yep.
pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw. I'll put Chasm Entangler into mana, pass turn.
Okay. Draw. Razor Kinabubba and Mana, and I'll Logos Scan.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw. I'll put Jade Monitor into mana. I'll tap 2 for Sprout.
Okay.
And send Stock Seed into mana. And with that, it's your go.
Okay. Cards in hand?
I have 4.
Do Scare Adorable Gloom Hollow and Mana, and Fumes.
Yep, discard Tendril Grasp.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, I'll draw. Return the soul into mana, and I'll top 4 for Keeper Clouds, and it's your go.
Cool. Draw. Refine mana, and I'll pass the turn.
Alright, and tap, I'll draw. Cards in hand?
3.
3. I'll put Orion into mana, and I'll tap 6 for a Stormspark Blast.
Okay.
And Clouds will banish your Fumes.
Yep.
And it's your go.
Cards in hand?
I have 1.
Heat Seekers and mana. Fumes?
Yep. Grand Gear.
Okay, here you go.
Alright. And tap, I'll draw. Um, hmm. I'll put Tendril Grasp into mana and I'll pass turn.
Okay. Draw. Second barrage of mana, and I'll Tetsurian the Unchained,
Yep.
and pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw. Top 1 for Chasm Entangler, here you go.
Yep. Uh, 7, Gia Flame, and Aqua Seneschal.
Yep.
And I'll double break farthest from the deck
Yep.
with Tetsurian.
You're good.
Hit farthest from the deck with Fumes.
Mm, hmm. Yeah, I'll take that. Yep, you're safe.
Okay. And I'll attack with Gia Flame farthest from the deck.
I'll block.
Yep. Trade. And pass the turn.
Alright. And tap, I'll draw. Cards in hand? None?
0.
Okay. Uh, I'll put Blinder Beetle into mana, and I'll tap
Yep.
8 for Lepidos.
Okay.
And... Hmm, Chasm will suicide with Fumes.
Yep.
And here you go.
Draw. Cards in hand.
I have 2.
Fumes.
I will discard Starlight Strategist.
Okay. I will double break with Tetsurian.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, yeah. Cool. Sea Shields. Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Just remember it.
Are you also participating, what's his name, Jeremy's tournament?
Yeah,
Alright.
I am.
If you
So
already...
far, I lost the first game, but
Aw,
that was because, yeah, I got like 2-0'd, but I had like awful misplays and stuff like that, so it's
right.
whatever. He's playing Cabal, which is like one of my worst matchups, so.
For me, I haven't personally faced a Cobalt deck yet.
Really?
Mm-mm. Well, it's because
Huh.
right here in my area, like, uh, the locals, they haven't supported Kaijudo yet.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
But hopefully with the new OP announcement, hopefully we'll get more people into it.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so you'll get to choose.
I'll go first then. Chasm Tingler into mana. Here you go.
Crystal Memory and mana. Pass turn.
Alright, so I'll draw. Sunstalk Seed into mana. Pass turn.
Okay. Draw. Um. Heat Seekers and mana. Refi.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Alright, so I'll draw. I'll put Return to Soul into mana, and I'll tap 3 for a Carnivorous Dahlia. Hand it your go.
Alright. Draw. We'll go Screeching Scared Orbital in mana for Scared Orbital Gloom Hollow.
Yep.
And pass turn.
Alright. Tap, I'll draw. I'll put Jade Monitor into mana. I'll tap 4 for the Great Arena. Hand it your go.
Okay. Draw. Cards in hand.
I have 2.
Refi mana. And all fumes.
Get rid of Granger.
Okay. And pass turn.
Alright, so I'll draw. I'll tap 4 for a Keeper of Clouds. Great Arena's effect. I'll draw. And it's your go.
Draw. Put Milporo in mana. And I'll pass turn.
Alright, so I'll draw. I'll put Star Spark Blast into mana, and I'll pass turn.
Cards in hand.
I have 2.
Seneschal in mana. And I'll Razorkin above it.
Alright, Starlight Strategist and Star Spark Blast.
And you're at 5 or 6 mana.
I'm at 5.
I'll get rid of the strategist.
Yep.
And your go.
Alright, so I'll draw. I'll put Sprout into mana. I'll tap 6 for Star Spark Blast.
Yep.
And Carnivorous Dahlia will get rid of your fumes.
Okay.
And Clouds will get rid of your refi.
Yep.
And Great Arena will go for your middle shield.
I'll Terrapit the Keeper of Clouds.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
And with that, it's your go.
Okay. I'll Barrage a mana, and then I'll tap 3 for Logo Scan.
Yep.
And I'll Heat Seeker the Great Arena.
Yep.
And I'll attack your middle shield with Razorkinder.
I'll return to soil your Gloom Hollow.
Yep. Here you go.
Alright. Untap, I'll draw. Cards in hand?
One.
One. Hmm. I'll put Orion into mana, and Carnivorous Dahlia will banish your Razorkinder puppet. Here you go.
All right. Tap. Draw. Um. Hmm. Logo scan.
Yep.
And I'll play Seneschal. And I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw. I'll top 3 for Blinder Beetle, tapping your Seneschal,
Yep.
and banish your Seneschal.
Yep.
And it's your go.
Um. I'll Tetsurian, your Blinder Beetle.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw. I'll put Stormspark Blast into mana and I'll pass turn.
Okay. I'll Miltoro the Carnivorous Dahlia.
Yep.
And I'll double break Tetsurian. Farthest.
You're safe.
Alright, your go.
I'll draw. I'll put Return to Soul into mana, top 3 for Carnivorous Dahlia, and I'll pass turn.
Okay. Cards in hand.
I have 1.
I'll Fumes.
Rally the reserves.
Okay. And I'll Geoflame.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll double break.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Geoflame. Alright. That was definitely a close game. That was cool. You got one shield that time.
Yeah, wish there was more, but what can you do?
Yeah. So it looks like my shield blasts that game were Terrapin and Bone Blades.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't drawing my Reap and Sows. What else? For some odd reason, I didn't get Sprout as early as
I
I
think you got
wanted
a
to.
I think you got one that second game, turn
Yeah,
two, but I think that's it.
surprisingly, like most of the time I would get Sprout, but it happens. But it's all good.
Right. Yeah, I didn't get a single Nephthys or Hydra that game, which
Yeah,
was weird.
I was fearing the Medusa the whole entire time.
Yeah. And then I didn't get a single Bolt Tail, and apparently both of my Bolt